Hey guys, I'm Nigel Parker, Trystan Hart's mechanic. This is his 2025 Ktm Exc-F 350. This is his race bike for Endurocross for the 2024 season. Starting at the front here, so I guess we'll start at the cockpit. He's running the Renthal 821 bars. Brembo hydraulics comes stock on a KTM. We got a factory throttle housing, just a billet, stronger piece than the OEM one. He's running the Renthal soft grips, and then we actually cut 2 waffles out pretty much, just a little bit of a comfort thing. He holds on really tight, likes a thin grip, almost like a trials feel. Squeezes really hard on the throttle, and this stops the rubber from rubbing on the throttle housing. Billet, machine clutch lever. It's supposed to be unbreakable. He likes the feel of it. It's the same feel as a OEM one, which is nice. The same shape and everything. Doing a lot of hard enduro stuff, you're trying to set up a bike for technical stuff, almost trials style. So he's running like the rigid mounts, bar mounts, so he doesn't have anything moving, keeping it low, easy to pick up the bike, whatever, you know. Split camps, just a little bit of comfort, you know. They want the bike to flex, but not flex too much because they want good rider feel. Need comfort on the track too, doing big hits. Running the cone valve, 48 mil forks. He has his own setting that we work with our WP in-house suspension guys. We go to the test track and Chocolate Mountain, a bunch of places, test different tracks, finding his comfort. He's happy, so we'll try and keep it the same for the season. Fairly deep for Endurocross. They're pretty short starts, but we run it deep because the dirt honestly is usually really good, so we can run it low and you can get a big jump. OEM spokes, hubs, Excel, Tagasago rims. Those guys help us out a lot, especially Trystan hard enduro season. We go through wheels like they're like paper towels almost, just because not the durability of them, just they scratch them up so bad, you know. Dunlop 3SF front, he just likes it. It's a little bit softer, grips a little bit more in the corners than Endurocross. The Dunlop bibs, FM21, then a 19RB in the rear. Motomaster is a big help, big team sponsor. Their front rotor, rear rotors are like indestructible, and we run the flame rotors. Really good feel, good bite. So the sheathing, we do that, you know, if he crashes, stuff hitting it. Also our crew chief, Robbie Goolsby, he goes through our full wiring harness, buttons, everything. He goes through every little bit and re-sheathes it and full wiring harness, everything. And then we also run the different side buttons. Just Trystan likes his starter on the left, kill button on the right. We keep it simple like that. Then we run a spare start button over here by the overflow, just hidden. If he breaks this off, this is a complete different wiring harness. So if we break this, that'll still start the motorcycle. If he crashes, clutch perch can slide down, but we can still run this tight and it'll still slide. We have a little slider, and we have a bottom bracket on the bottom that just, if he crashes in the rocks, it'll bend this or crack this, won't touch our actual perch, so that's nice. You know, racing, we just want to simplify things for the rider, so we run a higher pressure cap, and then we also run a pin through it, just safety really. OEM radiators, we weld the neck on for the radiators with just a little factory part. We run a little billet aluminum piece, just a little bit stronger. We've had riders, they're going through firewood pits, stuff like that, they can jump up just a little bit stronger than the plastic one. Just for heat, you can see how close it honestly runs to the pipe, just a little bit safety thing for us, especially in Endurocross. These bikes get so hot in such a short amount of time, anything could really happen. SXS helps us out a lot with the skid plates. The OEM skid plate, then they run a slider on the bottom, just double protection. These guys are hitting stuff so hard and they don't always make it to the other side, so we have to run that double protection, just protect the frame as much as possible. Shifter, I just run some silicone in there. You know, if he hits it on a log, rock, it deadens the blow just a little bit. Hopefully it stops it from just shearing off. Stock OEM foot peg pins and springs, and then we run the Raptor -5 pegs. Those guys help us out team-wise and rider-wise. He runs grip tape. Trystan grips the side of the bike like crazy hard, and then he's also running this second bolt just because it grips so hard. We were having problems with this flying off, so just a little bit safety thing during racing, especially in Endurocross. We're not doing filter changes or anything like that, so we can run this, you know, we know we're not going to have to be doing quick filter changes or anything like that. So Renthal helps us out with countershaft and rear sprocket. We're running 1253 for Endurocross. Just the tracks are so tight, we don't have to run that lower gearing, you know. He stays in first or second the entire time. He doesn't, you know, we don't want him to shift just in case a false neutral or something like that midair. The tracks are so tight, there's almost no time to shift. riveted chain, safety thing. Sometimes they're going back and forth a lot. If they're stuck somewhere, that little master link could pop off, so just a safety thing. TM Designs helps us out with a chain block. We also run a nylon nylock nut on the back side, just peace of mind. That'll never come loose, that'll never come out. Rear shock, we had to play around a bit more. He has his own setting this year. Fork, same as last year. Rear shock, we changed settings a bit and now he's finally happy. So we run Super B batteries. Those are a big sponsor of the team. Way better battery than the OEM. Starts good, the life is super good, never dies. And then we run a little cover for the fuel pump, just, you know, when sliding the seat on and off, protects from just breaking something off. And then we also run a different fuel connector up there, simplify it. Dunlop 739 tire, there's pretty much, it's like a factory Dunlop tire they built for us. It started as a desert tire compound, then they just pretty much made it into a gummy. It lasts a lot better for Endurocross, works a bit better. Sidewall is a hair bit stiffer since they hit things so hard, but you still have the gumminess, so it's really good. I think all the teams for Endurocross who run Dunlop use this tire now for Endurocross. It's the go-to. Motomaster rear sprocket, it's the flame rotor. Gets air to it, but also has crazy good bite. We're running a factory master cylinder over there, no window. Protection, safety thing again. Hunt's a really good team sponsor. We got the billet rotor guard. Those are so nice. Like, we replace them just because we're factory, so we keep things shiny, but those things don't bend. They just get scratched up. You could run it forever. FMF, they're a really good team sponsor. They keep the bikes sparking. They run really good, especially a couple of the Endurocross rounds are at high altitude, so it's really important to have a good exhaust system. You know, if you're plugged up or anything like that, the bike's gonna run not good, so they help us out a lot. We have different variations if we wanted to, but we stay the same the whole time. A little bit of protection here. That's for Trystan, since he squeezes so hard. The biggest thing for us is it protects him from heat, from melting the plastic, just because he squeezes so hard right there. It keeps it off the burning hot silencer, you know. Stock rear brake, we run a different spring, and then Enduro Engineering helps us out with the brake tips, just a titanium brake tip, stronger. If he does bend it, we can remove it easy. We swap the bolts out just to simplify everything, keeps it all T30. Pretty much close to stock motor mounts, have machined ones and stuff like that. We can run solids, softs, whatever the rider likes. From the factory, we have the access to that, so we just see what the rider feels most comfortable with. Everyone's different. So we have our own engine guys. Each team has a engine guy. So KTM, Husqvarna, Gas, we all have our own guys. That's all in-house, right down, you walk 20 feet, I can drop the motor off. Walk 20 more feet, I'm dropping the suspension off to our WP guys in-house, which is really nice at our new facility. You don't have to walk outside in the rain or anything. We're all working as one now. It's a big team, which is really nice. Twin Air, we just run the stock, just beach filter. Endurocross, they took the water pits out and everything, so there's no need to run a water cover, rain cover, any of that. Stock filter. Twin Air oils it for us, and we're good. Full Motor X to clean it, the quick clean, all that. Motor X is a huge team sponsor. They help us out so much because with a big facility like this, we burn through oils, you know. Decal Works is awesome sponsor. We a lot of time we either change colors or something like that. For ISDE, we have special graphics, but Decal Works is always there. They can get us next day if they need it, and super good. Give us these die cut decals now, which is cool. Instead of doing one big decal with just little stickers, like, simplify it. Runs a bit softer seat foam just for comfort, but then guts, they have so many different options. We were running 6 ribs on there just to keep them in place. Really no seat bump or anything like that, just the ribs. VP's team sponsor, we're running the T4. Just like I said, some of our rounds are high altitude, so we want high octane fuel. We want it to burn good and run good, most power out of it. Super short, but their fuel has a higher burn rate, so we're not gonna boil fuel or anything like that. Front and rear, we wire tie the spokes. Just a little safety thing. Endurocross, they're hitting logs, rocks so hard, so it's just a little bit safety thing. If we do break a spoke, that's not gonna go anywhere until the end of the 6 minutes, and then we'll swap wheels or whatever we need to do. Yeah, Trystan, fairly big guy. He's not too tall, he's not too short, but he's running brake pedal. His lever is pretty neutral. He focuses a lot in the hard enduro world now, and he rides a lot of trials. He's starting to find more comfort in the trials world, so a lot of his stuff is starting to, his levers are getting a little bit lower, brake pedals a bit higher. He's finding more control in the motorcycle with running stuff high, because sometimes you run a brake pedal that high, if you don't have that good a bike feel and bike control, you're gonna burn through a rear brake, but he has a really good feel now on the pegs and everything.